Hey, welcome to Roasted-Newt. I'm Michael. I'll be your reader for the next 10 minutes or so. I wanted to start off talking about how, lately and for a while now, I haven't been, concerned with mainstream religion. I haven't been worried about being religious or, investigating any of that stuff anymore. But I will say I did go through a huge phase where I was heavily reading the Bible and um, researching about different religions like Islam and everything and all that, and I learnt about that. But I developed an unhealthy relationship with God. Like, you know, the voice in your head that you talk to, that's God. Like, you kind of talk to God in your head, and I was just judging myself too much. Like, I was starting to feel, I was always feeling guilty for just the littlest, stupidest things that I'm sure God really, if there is a God, He doesn't care. And I feel that I was a bit disgusted with Christianity and all that. How everything that they're sort of against is everything, not everything, but most things that I like to do, like rock and roll, heavy metal music, tarot cards, divination, the occult. Everything that's like cool and interesting they're against, but that's because they don't want, in the beginning when they created those like things where they're persecuting the witches and stuff, that's because they didn't want you to be able to have power over the state, or be able to influence the state, or like yeah, because it was a threat to them. Like, it was basically um in those olden times, like, to sort of control the masses, but it's like all reverse psychology, as they say, like, they reckon that the Lucifer, the devil, is an angel of light, but isn't that what, like, they claim to be? Like, welcoming you into the light of the church, where all the lost misfits and um derelicts, gather, But I do believe there is a positive. There's definitely heaps of positive things about religion. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, like, if you're down and out and you're in a hotel room or something and you want to kill yourself, you might reach for that Bible, and you might find Jesus, so to speak, and you might have a whole renewed hope and meaning and faith in life. But then you come out on the other end like me, and it's like, this is totally stupid now. Like, it's taught me, I've learnt the basic things that guide you to be a moral good person. Like, I was generally a good person anyway, but like, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Let me know what you think. I think that we shouldn't feel guilty for things. Like, you should only feel guilty if you've actually gone out of your way to hurt someone or take advantage of someone that was innocent or couldn't help themselves. Like, you shouldn't feel guilty for doing things like having a cigarette if you like smoking cigarettes, smoking a bit of weed if you like smoking weed, having a beer. But it's all in moderation. Like, if everything is kind of cool to an extent, if you can still function, like, it's okay to be spiritual, it's okay to do this, but if it's affecting you, affecting your health and your mental health, and you can't function and you're acting weird and stuff, then you need help. But if you can manage to just keep a lid on it, stay normal while you dabble in these things, then you're a professional. It's kind of like rock and roll bands, in the 80s, heavy metal bands that go out partying all weekend, and then all week, and then they'd have to be ready to perform their music, and they'd have to have one eye open and one eye closed. So if you can if you're into spirituality and you sort of opening up your third eye and you're beginning to experience all these weird things, and you're exploring thoughts and different ways of thinking, it's all cool as long as you can function as a normal human being. But yeah, a lot of people think that the so-called second coming of Christ is a Christ consciousness, and I don't know. I believe that too. It's not. Yeah, because I have a saying: Jesus is in the psych ward. If Jesus come back, if Jesus just came back straight away and said, "Hey, I'm Jesus," we'd just kill him straight away again. So it's like, phew. But I don't know. Maybe he would be super. Like maybe he would be godlike, and the bullets would just bounce off him. But he wasn't like that the first time he came. So he claimed to be the Son of God, but still, he was a man. You know what I'm saying? Not to I don't want to piss anyone off. I'm just sort of exploring and explaining how I'm over that shit. Like, I don't like reading the Bible anymore. I like listening to myself. I like listening to my own advice. I like listening to my intuition and my instincts, and my gut reactions and my feelings. Not some book telling me all these epic stories, But there's good to be learnt from it, but it brainwashes you, And so does church. Church is just, a cult. It's all a cult. Like, and notice how every single religion and church and cult all think they're the ones that are right and the other ones are wrong, and everyone else is a welder and going to hell. And I really think it's just it's individual. It's not group. You can't join a group of Christians and then not go to hell. It's just all individual. It's down to your very soul. But I still feel like, because I know some Christian people, and that I have them in my life, but I feel like I can't talk about the things I'm into, like tarot cards and stuff. They'd probably think I'm satanic or something, So it's, yeah. Do whatever you want to do as long as you're not hurting people, harm none. Don't harm yourself. Function in society, function in your family, function with your friends, but still just rock and roll, man. Because there's a song that I like called from Lamb of God. It's a band, Lamb of God. It goes, You're never alone. Walk with me in hell. It's about walking. It's just about moving through life, no matter how hard it is. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exactly. We're moving through it. We're moving forward. We're walking away. But like, if people if I meet people that sort of are really religious and they believe in Jesus, or if they believe in Muhammad or whatever, I don't argue with them or anything. I just encourage it, because I could still have conversations with them as if I'm one of them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just encourage them because I don't want to deceive anyone or be responsible for anyone else's soul, but I am responsible for my own soul, if that makes sense. But if people want to be religious and believe it, then that's cool. Believe whatever you want. I've learnt not to be an arsehole either way. I've learnt not to be an arsehole as a Christian, and I've learnt not to be an arsehole as a non-Christian. Because there's arseholes in every sect, And there's always gossiping and like, they're the most Christians can be the most like vindictive, like conniving, stalking, like like they have files on you. Like if you join their church, they'll have like this like report on you. Like they'll gossip about everything you've done wrong, and um, you know, just old hat. Church is just like old school now. Who goes to church these days anyway, man? You get nothing out of it. But I don't know. You tell me. But this is just what I wanted to talk about tonight. That's all. Alright, that's all I've got for today. If this message resonated with you in any way, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Tune in next time for more. Hope you have a good day. Have a good night. Goodbye.